Okay, hey YouTubers, yes, 3 videos in one day. As you know, I just went to Home Depot and I had forgotten that my Pathiopedilum grayi, or grary, however you want to pronounce it, I call it grayi. I had forgotten it at home because out of nowhere, all the blooms just fell off, which does happen, but the bloom had just opened, so it was not time for it to fall off. As I said, you've got to look for things. I did not check the roots on it. That was my fault. I was just excited. Anyway, I went back. They got a new shipment in, and I had forgotten it at home because I had to return a whole bunch of stuff that I used for my cake project, and I was like, oh, I should have brought it and just exchanged it. So I told the lady that I'd be back. She always helps me out. She's amazing. I'm not going to give her name, but she's amazing. And the reason I'm not going to give her name is because she always hooks me up. I came back and I returned it and I said, hey, well, I had to go back and get packing boxes because, as you know, I'm moving. But anyway, I went back for the second time today and I brought my path with me, and I asked if I could exchange it for a new one. And so I grabbed one, and it looks okay. The second bloom is about to open, and the first bloom has just some browning around the edges, which isn't that bad. It's gonna live. It's gonna live. And then I found something that I had never seen before, and it baffled me because I'm like, is it a dendrobium? No. Is it a cattleya? It could be because it smelled amazing, but it almost looked like an encyclia, the flowering. So I didn't know exactly what it was. And the one other thing that happens is when you buy at Home Depot from places like Sunbulb or Better Grow, as it is down here, sometimes they'll take their plants from the bag babies that are blooming and put them into a pot, and instead of it being $12, they charge you $17 or $25. It just depends on the pot that they put it in. So I went up and I found this one. It didn't look that great because the roots, I can tell the root tips have already stopped blooming. There's a lot of dead roots that are aerial roots. So I went back and I said, okay, instead of it exchanging for one, do you mind if I just exchange it for both of them? And of course, she said, anything for you, darling. So both of them were priced at $15.95, but I was able to get both of them, well, basically for free because I had already bought it before. But this is what I was telling you about. It smells amazing. Brandon's probably going to kill me because I'm not supposed to get any more, but she gave it to me. I mean, it was basically 2 orchids for free because I traded in one. And what it is, here, I'll show you. So it is a cattleya type. It is a cattleya moat spot mixed with an ERT. Now, I've got to look that up because I have never had one that said ERT. So if you know what it is, please tell me. But ERT, Kevin Mark Rigber, Fragrant Pink. And boy, is it fragrant. Now, this one did have the most pseudobulbs coming out. But the other one, when I had first seen it, I'm like, what does that smell? What does that smell? Then I saw a cattleya there, and I'm like, let me smell it. No, it's not the right smell. It smelled good. That one was ugly. I mean, all orchids are beautiful, but the flowers just were destroyed on that one. Overheat exhaustion and soaking in water, basically. So this one was just happened to be right beside it, and I got it confused with the encyclia that was there because the encyclia actually smelled really good. And I was like, okay, what is that? And even another guy there, who actually, his partner recognized me. He's like, you're the orchid guy, aren't you? I was like, yeah. As I was trying to figure out, I did not look like very knowledgeable when I'm like, what is this? What is this? Because it had no tag. And he's like, that's a dendrobium. I'm like, I thought it was, but it's not. I can tell it's not a dendrobium just by, the shape of the flowers and the smell that it's giving off. I've never seen a dendrobium give off a smell like this. And I was like, the pseudobulbs look a little bit different because the rhizome on it, to me, it just didn't look like a dendrobium. So I looked around and there just happened to be one other one. I didn't recognize it because the pseudobulbs were just really bad on that one. And I looked and hidden under some of the media, I actually found the name tag. It's the exact same plant. The flowers are the exact same. Well, I think it's the exact same plant. So I told him that I thought it was a Cattleya. When I pulled it out, I'm like, yep, it's a Cattleya hybrid. So he's like, yeah, I don't know what a Cattleya is. I was like, okay, well, obviously you know what a dendrobium is, but don't tell people what it is if you don't know what it is. Even I would say I didn't know what it was. But anyway, I did. So now I do have the one that my friend Robbie got me. The one that I did. My name's Robbie as well. And this one's about to open. And then my brand new Cattleya hybrid, which I don't have one like this, by the way. And the flowers are just to die for. Now, I can already see, if you look, these flowers are not going to last too long, but I've got a new growth down there. The roots at the bottom, they need to be repotted, but the roots don't look bad. I have a brand new root coming out somewhere. I saw it somewhere. There it is. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's there. So, the roots are good, even though I told them that they weren't. But anyway, got hooked up. Just wanted to give y'all an update on another Home Depot extravaganza. All right, well, this has been the Orchid Prince, and I'm out.